what your criteria is when you're selecting the reserves for All-Star voting.
Who are playing best, I guess, at that time. And I kind of judge it off winning, what teams are winning, what teams are playing well, and what teams are overachieving. And that's kind of how I judge it.
Thanks, Mason. We'll go to Andrew.
Hey, Ty, I remember when you said that the game you guys won in Miami without Paul and Kawhi was kind of a big moment for your team. Did tonight, being able to do that without the way you guys played offensively, what do you feel like that did for you guys?
Like I said, before the game, just continue to keep building good habits, moving the basketball, playing the right way, playing with pace. And our guys did that tonight. Lou Will was special. I thought he created a lot of opportunities for us to score the basketball in transition and in the half court, having 30 points and 10 assists, and then having 31 assists on the night. Just kind of moved the basketball and play with a little bit of pace. And defensively, I thought we were pretty good.
And then with Marcus, clearly he's coming back from an injury. He's working himself back in. But how do you explain just his 48% shooting other than he's working himself back physically? Is there something else going on that's really key this for him?
No, just putting the work in, just trying to get his body right, just trying to adjust to the speed of the game. When you've been out for so long, it is kind of tough to just step right back in and play well. So we've been needing and asking more from him on the post, rebounding the basketball, and, of course, he can shoot the basketball. So he's been great, and he's just been putting the work in, and you see the results.
Thank you, Ted.
Thanks. We'll go over to Law.
Ty, I know you've addressed this in other ways, but more specifically, Tuesday, you mentioned that, you wanted to, there were specific things that you wanted to work on offensively and defensively to basically build off of or overcome last weekend. It was a tough weekend last weekend. How would you assess those opportunities from this week? And going into this week, how can you continue to basically assess yourself with this team?
We still have a long ways to go, but we're trying. And we had a couple of days to work on some things that we need to clean up and get better at. We really haven't had a chance to really implement a lot of it because, like you said, guys are out. And with Kawhi, missing tonight's game, we found out before the game. So, we just got to just continue to keep working. We got a long way to go. But I like what we're doing right now. We just got to continue to keep building off of it. But we have a long way to go, both offensively and defensively.
Thanks, Law. Well, take a couple more. We have Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win this evening.
Thank you.
It seemed like you guys basically ended up just over and over just going to the middle pick and roll between Lou and Serge, especially when Cleveland would try to dig down to the nail. Lou would hit someone on the wing. Can you talk about their pick and roll chemistry building over the last several weeks?
Well, I thought Lou and Zoo was getting good chemistry. They've been working well together, and now with Lou having a start tonight, him and Serge, they're really on point together. And Lou just kind of just talking to the bigs and telling the bigs where he needs them at, what he needs them to do. And they've been following instructions, and they've been getting easy baskets, easy shots, and Lou's been able to get to his spot as well. So just chemistry we got to keep building, continue to keep playing with different lineups, different guys on the floor together, and just kind of see what works and who plays well together.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Justin. We'll go over to Rashawn.
Hey, Coach. Specifically with Lou, you've gotten touched on a little bit, but when he's setting the table like that, how do you see that kind of get him going as well from an offensive standpoint?
I think when he set the table, it's opening up his offense because when teams are up blitzing or trying to take the ball out of his hands, he's making the right play and the right pass. Guys are making shots. Then they tend to do something different, and that opens up Lou's scoring ability as well. So, like I said, he's just playing the game the right way, taking what the defense is giving him, and he's doing a great job.
Thanks. We'll take one last one from Spencer.
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. What's up, Ty? Not much. I meant to ask you about this last game, but just having the luxury of Zoo and Serge, that two big dynamic there, and them bringing their own unique skill sets. What does that allow you guys to do just to be able to adapt to different teams?
I think Lasurge's shooting ability to be able to pick and pop, to be able to stretch the floor when we play small pick and roll, and kind of keep his man at bay so he can't help has been huge. And then Zoo just being a dynamic role and being a big presence on the inside, being able to finish around the basket, and drawing a lot of fouls. Because Lou and Kawhi and those guys are hitting them down the middle of the paint. He's either getting layups or he's spraying it out for three. So just having those two different guys. To play two different styles of basketball kind of puts teams in a dilemma. And they've been good for us so far this year.
Thanks, Coach. Have a great night.
All right, see you later.